say. You know, of course, I do also want to mention that we're all volunteers. All these guys back here, you see, they're all volunteers, all working hard. If you want to be one of our volunteers, you just come up and see us sometime today. Come find us over here. We'd be happy to have you. We can always use more people to help. Now is the Miss Calaveras court here. No. Okay. Oh, all right then. Oh, well, in that case, I do know is here. We'd like to thank the volunteers on our stage and downstairs, down in the Frog Spa, I guess they called it this year. We all know it is Frogington ourselves. Isn't that right, Larry? That's exactly right. Right there, there's the king of Frogington, our friend Larry. Come on out and say hi. Come on. That's what you get for yelling out. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the king of Frogington, keeping those frogs safe and sane downstairs. A big round of applause and a tip of the cap. And now, we do want to pause for just a moment. Recently, we lost two men who were an important part of the Jumping Frog Jubilee for most of their lives. And every time we have the frog jump from here on in, we'll be thinking about them. So a moment of silence, please. For Jerry Heinz, he was a Frogtown pioneer and a driving force behind the original Angels Camp Boosters Club. And a small moment of silence for our good friend, Frank Borelli Sr., whose Gustine Frog team continues his legacy of competing for over 50 years. Thank you. Now, it's time to get on with the finals of the frog jump for today. For this year, for the 86th annual Jumping Frog Jubilee, I'm going to give the microphone back to my good friend, Big John, who will take it over from here. Get him, Johnny.
Thank you, Jim. Jim Bailey, ladies and gentlemen. Big part of this. It's a shame about our queens and princesses, and the queen and the princesses not coming in here. I guess they got their court. Maybe they were having some special function, but we're ready to roll here with our 86th Jumping Frog Jubilee. You ready? What? Yeah? All right. Okay, we're going to start off here with the kids jump. Number one jump for the day here for the finals this year will be Krista Chandler. Krista's coming up. This little lady took the kids jump honors here the other day. She's a spark too. She's all good about it. And we got Greg Jasic up here helping her out. Mom's right along. I told her I'd be out here with her, not to be afraid. The crowd loves you too. But we're going to have everybody ready here while Krista gets her frog ready. Yeah, Mom, you get to walk out. Come on, Dad. Who's going to do this, Mom or Dad? I'm with her here. We're ready to roll. You ready, Krista? Yeah. Come on out. Can you hold the frog? Hold on tight. Hold on nice and tight. There you go. Perfect. Come on. Yeah. Now you can help her out there with that. She's got her sparkly shoes on. All set. Smiles galore. All right. Good start. Get them, Krista. Follow up. Go get it. Go chase it. Chase it. Go. Go. Pull. We want her to chase it, but not to touch it. Blow on it, Krista. Ah, stomp it. Hey, all right, Krista. There we have. We're off and running here. Here's our first frog out. Thank you for the round of applause for Krista, that she'll remember that for a long time. And we'll get a mark here. 8 feet 1 inch. 8 foot 1 inch for Krista. Good job. She qualified with a 9.9, so this frog was a little shorter, but that's all right. Okay, moving right along. Number 2 here, we have the junior jump winner with Justin Fasano coming up here with his frog, Polly. came in with a 15, 6.5 inch. Justin Fasano with the Gustine Frog team. Was his third generation, 1, 2, 3 jumper all his life. All right, he's out there. We have this tape out here that's right at approximately 16 feet or so. He came in with a 15 feet, 6.5 inches earlier this weekend. 16 feet, 1 inch. 16 and 1 for Justin. Good job, Justin. Moving along, we have Lucky Leaper. We don't have the numbers on how he qualified. A sanctioned jump. Morgan Kitchell's going to do the honors here with this one. Lucky Leaper, name of the frog, Foothill Froggers. And another seasoned veteran. Morgan's been doing this a mighty long time, most of her life, I'm sure. Almost, there it goes. And it turns. See what I was talking about earlier about them turning? That was the one heck of a jump off the pad. Good long jump. Came off out there 7 foot or so like that. Good start on it. Then it turned. 17 and 1. 17 and 1. Still a darn good jump. Had it gone straight, even more. So we're next up is Centennial. They came in with a 13 foot 8 inch jump. 17 and 1 on that last jump. All right, here, is it Rayan? Rayan with Centennial. Rayan Kuykendall. With, oh, how do you say it? Is it Rayan? Rayan. Thank you, Rayan. New to me, I'm learning things all along. Rayan is in here with Frog Lock, the name of her frog. She's got one of our frogs in here. She's excited about it. Sanctioned jump for Centennial. She's liking this. I think we've got a new frogger in our midst here. Rayan Kuykendall. She's been watching the pros do it, kind of relax the legs out, set that frog in. It's ready to roll. The heartbreak of frog jumping. Greg's got a mark on it there. We've got really good frogs, you know. We bring in around 300 frogs, and they're good frogs, but they're not cultured, so to say. 5 foot 3 1/2. 5 foot 3.5 inches for Rayan. Next we have Kaylee Cox with AM Junior Frog Jump, qualified with a 13.4. Kaylee Cox with Spot, the frog. Spot. With the VG Frog team. Pretty new team here. She thinks that's funny. That frog wanted to get out of the box and get away. That's just making her laugh, tickles her funny bone right there. She's going to dip them in there. Spirited and ready to play. Come on, Kaylee, bring that frog on out. Get old Spot on the spot. Let's see what's happening. She's got frogs on the face and frog. Keep them from wiggling, yeah. Off the pad, let's catch him up real quick. John will catch him there. Kaylee gets a restart. She's got plenty of time. She's got about 40 seconds left. That frog was, the front feet were off the pad. Greg spotted that and called it. Come, put them back on, Kaylee. Yep. There you go. Good coaching, backing up a little bit. Drop them on the front, and then they always bring their back feet up under them. Go, frog, go, another one. There you go. She's right after that. This cement doesn't deter her. Her knees are good. We'll get a mark here for Kaylee. 7 1/2. 11. I'm sorry. 11 feet 7 1/2. 11 7 1/2. My mistake. I didn't hear right there. Next up we have Kashyap Vepachadu with who comes here with the Sutter School. Kashyap is representing Sutter Pride is the name of the frog, number 48. It means Sutter School's been doing this 48 consecutive years now. They come in from Sutter School, qualified with a 17-foot 8-inch jump. Kashyap Vepachadu, sorry about that, with a frog named Froginator, Sutter Pride number 48. There you go. Kashyap has the frog in hand and ready to set him down. All right. Whoops, it's off the pad there, Kashyap. Catch it up real quick. Ooh, Brianna's running. That good hand. Somebody cut him up. That's a very important part when I was explaining earlier about that. All 4 feet have to be on that pad. So he's going to try his other trick scene. 1, 2, and almost over jockey. Don't. Oh, unfortunately, our little frog got disqualified. He touched him on the back. That's one of the rules. Not everybody understands it real clearly. If you touch the frog or it touches you, give him a round of applause. That was a good effort on his part. He gets excited, a little crowd shy, and get off there. So we got the government center jump, assessor's office. For the frog name, one of the favorite names, tax collector. For the team, IRS. They're everywhere, I swear. Are they having fun yet? All right, who's jumping for that there? The tax collector's frog name. Assessor's office, somebody from the assessor's office is doing it. Ah, there she is. Oh, slippery when wet. Sandy's got her over there. She's pointing her out here. Come on out, young lady. What's your name? Lindy's up here with her frog here. She's going to do the honors of jumping for the IRS tax collector assessor's office. Lindy Baker. There, that's a start. And another one follows up with it. Well done.
Good afternoon. We're going to be
Greg zeroes in on it there. We've got one more in our sanctions category, and then we'll move into our actual competition winners here. 9 foot 11 inches. 9 feet 11 inches on that jump there.
Sergeant Steve Portiga, his German Shepherd Kane, Chief Todd Swordall, and his dog Kato.
All right, here. While we're waiting, we're getting people up here. We've got Carol on timer, and Kathy's back here managing the stage. And I'm getting all kinds of stuff here. Lori Giannini, our fair manager's in the wings over there. I see. Wave at him, Jeannie. Lori. And everybody's pointing and telling me. And who else? What? I was. All right. Heather Friesen coming up with a frog named Lucky, 1311.
Seems to be a carjacking in pursuit.
Oh, my mistake. I was one ahead of myself. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I was getting all kinds of directions here. So MTSJ and Jubilee is coming in with, she qualified with an 8 foot 11. This is our last sanction jump. The frog's name is Legs. Mark Twain, St. Joseph's Hospital. She throws up her hands, goes, well, you know. Mark Twain Medical Center there. Julie, sorry about that earlier, Julie. 9 feet 10.5 inches. All right, I was trying to say hello to some of these ladies back here make this all possible. I mean, make us look good. And what the heck is that? Them frogs with guns, don't trust them. We've got Janet and Sue and Laurel and Pam Kathleen, and Joe,
Nice job.
number 1 up here is Heather Friesen.
Bad guy.
Heather,
Handler.
with a frog named Lucky, qualified at 13-11. This is her very first time in the finals ever. She's becoming a tough competitor. She's got some good coaches there with the Gustine Frog team. The frog's name is Lucky, a good name for her, Heather's frog. They've got 50 plus years of experience in training. And there it went. Oh, come back here, frog. And like I said before, frogs are funny critters. They can make you very proud or run you ragged and end up embarrassing the heck out of you. 7 feet with 3/4 of an inch for Heather. 7 foot with 3/4 of an inch. Next up is Julie Clements with a frog named Cowboy out of the Oregon Frog team. Julie Clements. She also qualified with a 13-11. Julie's coming up here. Got her frog in her bucket. Julie happens to be one of our local vets. Oh, shh. I didn't say that. All right.
As you can see, the
Oregon
level
Frog team.
for the dog
Frog named Cowboy.
and that's the protection.
Julie Clements qualified with a 13-11. Go get him, Julie. Again, the Oregon Frog team is coaching her, and they've got just so many years of experience to offer. And a good eye for good frogs. You see that frog turn left and straighten back out? Well done. You were doing something right there. Bill's going to reach in and grab that frog out while Greg's got the mark.
Officer Porcica, dog's name.
14 foot right smack on the button, 14 feet even. Way to go. Number 3 up next is Marcia Thompson. She's got kind of a hybrid team thing here. Marcia's been a member of the Bozos for years. Now she's affiliated with the Oregon Frog team. Marcia qualified with her frog Ricky at 14 foot with a 1/4 inch. Marcia Thompson's got knee pads on. One smart lady. Marcia Thompson, Bozos OFT. Down low. She had to laugh in the middle of her go, 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 because it wasn't going very far, unfortunately. Every year is different and exciting, I'll tell you what, folks. You stick around in a few years. 9 and 10, 9 feet, 10 inches on that jump. Thank you, Marcia. Next up we have from the Jasic Frog Squad, number 4, Hector Alcala with a frog named Cheech. Hector qualified with a 14 foot 1 inch Jasic Frog Squad with a bad looking frog on the back of that. Man, he's meant for business. Nice shirts. I mean, they put a lot of effort into these. You got to realize these teams travel in from wherever, local or distant, spend a lot of money to get here, to be here, to get frogs, to feed them, to print shirts, and generally hang for 4 or 5 days. And there's bunches of them, so the budget goes up, and it takes a lot of goodwill and energy, but they love it. They love it. They wouldn't. You ask them about, well, are you going to do next year? They, well, what do you mean? Well, there's no choice. Of course they'll be here. Hector Alcala with Jasic Frog Squad with Cheech. Oh, what's with these frogs today? Such a big crowd. I think they're crowd shy, most definitely. We'll get a mark for Hector. Foot 3 1/4 inches. 8 feet with 3 1/4 inches on that frog. So you heard me mention the Jasic Frog Squad. Next up, is Greg Jasic. Come on up here, Grandpa. That's right, he's got the grandkids in here happening with it all as well. I mean, it's like I'm telling you, it's a generational thing, you know. 1, 2, and 3. Others have 4. You gotta love it. Jasic Frog Squad, Greg Jasic, qualified with a frog named Flip Out. Flip Out came in with a 14, 4 3/4 inches on his qualifier. Number 5, Greg Jasic, Jasic Frog Squad. Carefully setting them down. There you go. You notice how our judge stood perfectly still, did not move. Say that again, 15 feet 11 inches on the button right there. Way to go, Greg. Okay, Lily's up next. Lily Sieber, is that, did I say it right? Cyber. See, I was just, Sieber. Sibber. Sibber. Oh, they didn't, oh, there it is, Shibber. Lily, I'm embarrassed. I can't even make sense of this own writing here. Lily Shibber with lily pad, qualified with a 14, 8.5. She's got a frog moving out there. Lily Shibber. I'll get it right eventually. Hang in there. Lily pad was the name of the frog. Lily got a 14, 4 1/4. 14, 4 1/4. A little over 4 inches less than she qualified with, but it's a different day. You know, that's how it rolls. All right, we have next up number 7, Chase Betancourt, who couldn't be here. Who's jumping for Chase?
Yeah. Get the first one.
Chase Betancourt couldn't be here. He qualified with a frog named Tim.
Now the hammers are going to display their control and agility. Skills and obedience that they must have.
We could have one of the, they're here, the princesses. Yeah. Chelsea's up here. Miss Calaveras 2013. Chelsea's going to jump this frog. Tank for the Gustine Frog team. Came in at a 14 and 9. I mean, what a lucky frog, huh? And he just hightails it right back to the back of the barn here. I think he liked you way too much. Tank, you rascal. 3 feet 2 inches. 3 foot and 2 inches. Chase will be, he's gonna go, oh man, himself. All right, moving right along, we have number 8. Number 8 is Alma Fasano. Billy Bob is the name of her frog. The Gustine Frog team. 14, 10 and a half is what Alma came in with on her qualifier with this frog, Billy Bob. She was on it. Didn't want to go too far. You can over jockey these things and end up in front of the frog. She had a lot of restraint and held herself back. Let that frog get moving and think about it and go. 16 feet 8 1/4. 16 feet 8 1/4 inches. Way to go, Alma. Next up, number 9, we have Josh Chandler with Mama Marge, the name of the frog, with the Jasic Frog Squad once again here. Got a lot of frogs in. Josh Chandler, 14:10 and a half. He qualified him as number 9 here. We're working our way up to the top jumpers, but this is the ratings as they came in to us. Josh Chandler, Mama Marge. Steve's going to get a mark there for it. Jasic Frog Squad. His daughter started this whole thing, little Krista, earlier, so it's in the blood already. 14 and 1, 14 feet with 1 inch on that jump for Josh. Coming up out of the Jasic Frog Squad once again is Vanessa Garcia. Vanessa Garcia came in with a frog mooch and qualified in number 10 spot at 15 feet 2 inches. Mooch is the name of her frog. Vanessa Garcia with the Jasic Frog Squad. She was right after it. Little short hops. Could be better, could have been worse. That's how it rolls with these darn frogs. But we'll get a mark for Vanessa here. $11 feet 5 inches. Thank you, Vanessa, number 10 there. Qualifying in the number 11 spot is John Hand. John Hand, got him down in the wings down there, the creator of the Oregon Frog Team, been doing this a long time. His nephew Bill's bringing frogs up for him here. They're tough competitors. Sexy Hand qualified with a 15.4 3/4. Brought him in at number 11. John Hand, all the way in from Oregon. Distance doesn't mean a lot. They roll it down the road and get here in plenty of time. And frog up, get ready to roll on this. John Hand with the Oregon Frog Team with Sexy Hand, the name of the frog, qualified number 11. All right, John's got his frog in hand. Great effort on John's part. The frog, like the other frogs, not quite so cooperative as far as we'd like him to be. We'll get a mark here. He beat the clock on that. 13.6 3/4, 13 feet 6 3/4 inches on that. Which brings us up to number 12 with the VG Frogs, a newer team. Lori Blothner with a frog called The Frog. In case you ever want to know, she came in with a 15.5 1/4. Lori qualified in the 12 spot with The Frog. VG Frogs, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well. I sound like a broken record. You just never know. It's just always a surprise. You think they're going to go. They look good. They're at chins up. The jockeys are good. 8'7", 8'7" inches. Number 13 we have here, qualified with a 15.8 1/4, Joanna Bianchi. Joanna Bianchi with the Gustine Frog Team came in with a 15.8 1/4. Yes, indeed, she did. Jack Rabbit is the name of her frog. Jack Rabbit. Gustine Frog Team. 53 or 4 or 5 years of experience rolled into this team. Joanna Bianchi with 15.8 with Jack Rabbit. Get him up, pick him up, pick him up. Now you go. Hold him on, hold on. Stretch his legs out, there you go. Now you're cooking. All right, Joanna, that's some good effort. She did not want to hit the cement, and I don't blame her in the least. How many times have you done this, Joanna?
That was done.
Two times. 14 feet, 4 1/2 inches on that effort. 14 feet, 4 1/2 inches for Joanna. Her second time up. Number 14. Number 14, Corey Jasic. Corey Jasic, of course, with the Jasic Frog Squad. Qualified 16 foot, 1 1/2 inches.
Located the gun.
Ranocchio, the name of the frog.
The dog signals.
Ranocchio, maybe. Well, what can I tell you? Corey, it wasn't for lack of enthusiasm on your part. Like everybody, the frogs.
The round of applause to John. Not only the trainer, but his own personal dog, Habit.
11 foot, 7 1/2 inches on that frog. 11 foot, 7 1/2. Kyle Quillen coming up with number 15. Peanut butter jelly time.
Nice.
Peanut butter jelly time. It's always a good time.
These Ortega's off, or?
Kyle qualified 15 spot with a 16 2 1/2. Peanut butter jelly time Foothill Froggers. This is an offshoot of another team. They're doing well on their own. Kyle's a good hard competitor.
Habit is a 6-year-old Belgian Malinois. We've had him since he was 8 years old.
With that little gather in there, you got a little distance in that.
Habit is controlled.
We'll get a mark for Kyle.
Article certified.
13 feet 7 3/4 inches. 13, 7 3/4 inches. Joe Kitchell coming up. He's in the wings already waiting. Joe Kitchell with a frog named Cold Feet. Calaveras frog jockeys qualified with a 16 3 to place him in at number 16 in the competition. Working hard, got that spot with a 16 3. Joe Kitchell, Cold Feet, the name of the frog. That's one fast frog. You got it. Oh, right into the crowd. Look out. Ladies, close your purses. It's on its way. Hey, that's one fierce competitive frog. You got a hot rod frog there, Joe. Cold Feet. 17 7 1/2. 17 7 1/2 inches on Joe's frog there. You see that thing take off? He was headed for the beer stand up there, I believe. Cold Feet was that frog. Number 17, we're coming in. Lillian Fasano with Golf Frog, the name of her frog that qualified at 16 foot 3 3/4 inches. Gustine Frog Team. I think Lillian's been doing this since her wedding. I was that 54 years ago or something? What a honeymoon.
There's no harm to the dog. You can bring the
Oh, and in the circle it goes.
suspect decides to flee or fight the dog will bite.
We'll get a mark for Lillian here. She's been doing this she's part of the reason that the Gustine Frog Team is what it is. 9 foot 10, 9 foot and 10 inches.
And again, we appreciate you all coming out.
Her brother-in-law started coming up here all those many years ago and got the family involved, my gosh. Frank Borelli Sr. Number 18, Patrick Lane coming in with Green Dragon, came in at 16 4 1/4 with the Gustine Frog Team. Patrick Lane, Green Dragon, the name of the frog. Come on out, Patrick. See what you can do with this number 18 spot here.
Our first winner
Just a young fella getting involved and started with this, and that's how it carries on for future generations. Oh, he's going to do a little dance and a hop and a skip and a one-legged push. Something unusual and different. Greg spots him in there. We'll get a mark for him here right away. From the center of the pad to where the tail ended. 6'6", 6 foot 6 inches for Patrick. 6'6". All right, for hops and barley that qualified with a 16-6, Joe Fasano. Young man's been doing this all his life, came in the 19 spot. Hops and Barley, the name of his frog, the Gustine Frog Team. He's grown up jumping frogs since he was a little guy. Now he's here doing it big time, as always. Oh, heartbreak. Good frogs, good jockey. What are you going to say? Better luck next year, I guess. 3'11" and a half. 3'11" and a half. Okay, we've got Bill Hand coming in with the Oregon Frog Team at number 20. Bill qualified Sugar Pickles with a 16, 7 1/4. Uncle John started this team a long time ago, and Bill got caught up in school and college and everything else, and started back in 76 or something, then got back in here with us all, so he's back in and working hard at it. Came into the number 20 spot. Bill Hand, Oregon Frog Team, qualified 16, 7 1/4 with Sugar Pickles. Doesn't that just sound yummy? Here's deep fried pickles, and now sugar pickles. You say, come on, dip him one more time, get him a spurt. He's ready. Now he's ready. Even more ready. Looking good, chins up. Looks like that frog downtown on the thing. He almost tried to catch that frog and DQ him, but there he goes once he gets away. We'll get a mark for Bill here at 5 foot with a 1/4 inch added on. 5 foot with a 1/4 inch. Annette Reamer coming up here with the Gustine Frog Team. Annette's right behind me coming in, number 21 spot. 6'8" with Chutzpah. Chutzpah, the name of the frog. Annette Reamer with 21 spot here. Chutzpah, Gustine Frog Team. She's been a good competitor this weekend here, this week in fact. Right after it. Good mark. Austin catches him up real quick. Greg gets a mark in here. We'll get the alignment on it here. Get a mark for Annette. 13-3, Annette. 13 feet 3 inches. Mike Nash coming up here. Mike Nash with O-Hop, qualified at 16, 8 3/4. Calaveras Frog Jockey Team Nash. I have to mention his wife Shauna, you see walking back there. She's been just incredible with all the work she's been doing with helping with the volunteers and the organization. A lot of work she's done. One incredible couple that are dedicated to the frog jump history and the beneficiary of it here. Let's see what Mike's done. He's 17, 3 1/2. Way to go, Mike. 17, 3 1/2 for O-Hop. Calaveras Frog Jockeys Team Nash. And right behind Mike is Lane Heinz with Red Ripper. You heard us mention his dad's name earlier here. And Lane's carrying on the tradition here. He's with the Calaveras Frog Jockeys Team Nash. 16, 9 1/2, he qualified him with number 23 spot. Lane Hines with Red Ripper. Holy moly, there is the kind of jumps we want to see. Look at those nets cross. Brianna and John just about bump, but they managed to steer clear. Nice jump out here in that 17 plus range. 17 and 5. 17-5 for Lane. Nice job. Foothill Froggers qualified with Jack Smith's frog, Let Pablo Eat. Jack Smith, Foothill Froggers, qualified number 24 spot. 16.9 was the mark he came in with. Jack Smith with Let Pablo Eat. Foothill Froggers. There he is over there. He's getting it ready. Here he comes. Jack Smith, Let Pablo Eat. Foothill Froggers. Oh boy, he recovered from that one, Jack. You saved yourself on that. That's what we call over jockeying, and he quickly rolled. I mean, it's got to be nice being young. Just roll back up and get behind that frog. 17.5 1/4 on that. 17.5 1/4. He could have, that frog could have stopped right there, but he regrouped quickly and got behind it, and on it went. Number 25, we're at the halfway mark with David Fassbender with a qualifier at 17 feet. David's been a fierce competitor as well with a frog named Ted. Jurassic Frog Squad. Ted the frog with David Fassbender, the jockey. Oh my, oh my. He almost caught him, but he got away from him once there, so we get a little mark for David as well. We'll get a mark. It's embarrassing, but yeah, what do we, no. 4'7" 3/4. It's not the worst mark, they put their heart and soul into this, all of them do, and then ends up like that. You coming across? Qualifying at number 26 is a young lady that is from Brazil. She's an exchange student here. We're going to make a big deal of it. And she had a birthday. Sweet 16. And here she is from Brazil in Calaveras County, Angels Camp, doing a frog jump. How crazy is that? Are her friends going to give her a time or not? She qualified with a 17 1 1/4 with a frog named Pride of Brazil. Gustine Frog Team is sponsoring her here. Alana Barbosa, Pride of Brazil. You're doing great, young lady. You are doing fantastic.
Yeah!
Some stories to tell when she gets back home, and hopefully she'll be back, you know? Hopefully she'll be back. Alana Barbosa, Pride of Brazil. "15 feet 4 3/4 inches." 15 feet 4 3/4 inches there. Isabel Borelli, long legs, qualified number 27, 17 4 1/2. Isabel and Frank Sr., they're the reason that Borelli Gustine Frog Team came into existence. Then she brings her sister and Jean into it. Okay, enough. I know it. Don't need to embarrass her. There's her frog. Long legs, the name of the frog. Coming right on. We got a mark down here. Not where she was hoping, but nonetheless, it is a mark here. Gustine Frog Team. Isabel Borelli. Number 27 spot with the long legs comes in. 12'10". 12'10" as well. Next up with Calaveras Frog Jockeys Team Zeke is Michael Zilke Jr. All right, Michael, with a frog named Croak, came in at number 28 at 17 4 3/4. He used to be shorter than his dad. Not anymore. Jump Indeed. Oh, okay. 17, 1.5. I was distracted. We've got apparently a lost grandma. Is that what I'm hearing over here? There's a 3-year-old here who's lost her grandma. Where is she at? Over where? Is she still looking for grandma? Or has grandma been found yet? She's moving. She's on the move. There's a 3-year-old up there that's looking for her grandma, I think. We also have a baby shoe that was lost at the bottom of the ramp. Oh, with the green shirt right here, right there. Okay, is she looking for grandma still? Is that right? What's her name? She doesn't know her name. Grandma. She's not lost a shoe. She's got both shoes on. Is that grandma? Is that right? Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Gustine Frog team to the rescue. They bring the news it is. So, all right, where were we anyway here? We had Isabel Michael Jr. got his mark. Chad Jasik's coming up. Number 29, Chad Jasik qualified with a 17.5 1/2. The frog was called Distance, is called Distance. Jasik Frog Squad, Chad Jasik. 2 incredible jumps and a little bitty start jump there. Get our tape centered up and marking there. Denny gets a mark down here at 12 and 11, 12 foot 11 for you. Next up is Frank Borelli Jr. Frank Borelli Jr. qualified in the number 30 spot with a 17.5 1/2 with a frog named Frank Borelli Sr. in honor of his dad we just lost here earlier this year. I was teasing him earlier. He was somebody out here was walking by and saw a frog and asked, "Is that a real frog?" And he took time to show him the frog, get a few pictures. I told the kids, "Your dad's doing just what Grandpa used to do." I think that Frank Sr. helped every team out here at one time or another. Frank Borelli Jr., Gustine Frog Team, Frank Borelli Sr. There was a lot of oomph into that jump there. Qualified with a 17.5 1/2 for his namesake for his father, and it's over 16 it looks like. 16, 3 3/4 inches for Frank. Next up out of the Gustine Frog Team as well is Lucy Fasano. Lucy Fasano with Mini Me is the name of the frog. Lucy qualified 31, 17.6 1/4 on that frog. And there she is. Her whole life, seasoned veteran. Yes, indeed, you're looking at a seasoned veteran. She's got a lot of years, her whole life doing this stuff. And it doesn't make a lot of difference sometimes. So see, don't feel so bad if you as an individual come down and rent one of our frogs. You know, this is what they do too. 8 foot 11 1/2 for Lucy, 8 foot 11 1/2. Next up is the Foothill Froggers. Caitlin Kitchell coming up with Das Tater Nater. Qualified number 32 with a 17.6 3/4. And brought her whole cheering section along with her. Caitlin Kitchell with Foothill Froggers, Das Tater Nater. Caitlin Kitchell. This girl's intense on it. It's turning, but went right over to Tim's spot there. He reached over, marks that spot. That's Tater Nader. Let's see what we got going here. "18 and 4. She's a happy camper, I'll tell you what. 18 and 4. Talk about fierce competitors. Next guy up, you're going to see what I mean here. He is on top of it. All right here, I was telling you about fierce competitors. Gene Fasano. Okay. Gene Fasano, here he is. He's one of the, he and his wife came off their honeymoon and come in. His brother-in-law, Frank Borelli Sr., got him involved with this darn crazy frog jump, and what do you know, he got the frog bite. He's been here all these years now, like 54 years or something. Gene Fasano qualified with a number 34 spot with a 17.7.5 with a frog named Father Knows Best. Gustine Frog Team. Off the pad up front there. Quick jump up, Lisa. Oh, this way. Now look at him go. Everybody's after that frog. Get him for... He wants a little quick dip there. He's got time. The clock's moving along, but he's got time. Gene Fasano. Great competitor, great guy. Helps other people as well. Go! We watch him. I have to tell you, I'll tell a story on him. He's got this tuck and roll down good. He gets after a frog and forgets that. And down he goes and he tucks and rolls. He knows how. Let's get a mark here for Gene with Father Knows Best. 14 and 7 for Gene. 14 and 7. Thanks very much. Thank you, Gene. Gustine Frog Team again. Another competitor, tough one here. Nicole. Nicole Borelli came in number 35 with a 17.7.5. Forever Loved. Talking about Pops. Gustine Frog Team, Forever Loved. And a good looking frog as well. Greg's tripping over himself to get there and mark that thing. Darn spurs. I saw that. They jumped right out at you, but. Nicole Borelli, Forever Loved was the name of the frog. Denny gets a mark. 16 and 8. 16 feet, 8 inches on that frog for Nicole. We're going to get another jump in here. We had one little thing that we're going to have a little out of sequence thing coming up in a moment or two. The Centennial School had 2 winners, and I was informed that they kind of forgot that with downstairs, so they'll bring a young fellow up here to do a jump, kind of finish up that Centennial thing. But right now, we'll move right along with Casey Nash. Casey Nash with the Calaveras Frog Jockeys, Team Nash. Qualified at the number 36 spot, 17.8 1/2. Casey Nash. Nice, come right out there. Calaveras Frog Jockeys, Team Nash. Little Green Man was the name of the frog, I'm sorry. Little Green Man. Casey's been doing this a long time, like all these kids up here, just growing up doing frogs. 16 and 5 for Casey, 16 and 5, 16 feet. Okay, we have that. I don't have his name here. Milo Jerka coming in here with Sammy. Sammy's the name of the frog. All right, for Centennial, we kind of got bypassed earlier here. Milo, his granddad used to be one of the boosters here, actually, Stan Jerka. many, many years ago, back in the 80s and maybe the early 90s as well. Stan was a good part of the team out here and worked hard. Him and Bill and a bunch there, Jack Holt and all these. Now look, his grandson's up here doing it, so. All right, Milo, come on, bring that frog out here for Centennial. He's ready. We had to go downstairs and find a special frog for him. Go get him. Tickle his back legs a little bit there. There he goes. Holy smokes, go, go, go. Show those pictures to Grandpa. Blowing on him, carrying on. He knows what to do. He's seen this done. Say that again. 6'11" for Milo, 6'11". Carries on in honor of his grandfather that used to do this as well. All right, we did Casey. We have Bob Fasano coming in now. Thanks for waiting, Bob. We had the momentum going there, and Milo had to get that jump in. Bob Fasano qualified at number 37, 17-9, with Leap for the Stars was the name of his frog. Gustine Frog Team, Bob Fasano. 17-9 for Jump for the Stars. Pure on determination. Instill that into that frog as he jumps along. Let's see, we're getting close to 16 out there, it looks like, by that tape we have down. They've got a few more frogs that they qualified coming up here. 16-1, 16-1. A lot of jumps in that area right there today, so we'll see what's that's on the Shake Loose here. Next up is Amanda Fasano. Amanda came in number 38. She beat her dad and came in with a 17-10 with Leaping Lucky. Gustine Frog Team, Amanda Fasano, 17-10 brought her in number 38. Oh, all right. Tim runs in there, gets a mark down for her while we get a mark. Number 39 will be next, of course. 11-10, 11 foot 10 inches. 11, which is all diligently being recorded in 4 different hands back here with the ladies that are just such a part of this whole thing to keep it running. All right, Frank Fasano coming up. Frank came in with number 39, 17-10 and 3/4 inches with Come On Man. I had to do that. There's exclamation marks behind that. Come on, man. Gustine Frog Team. Oh! It's getting harder on this darn cement. Had he not turned right, that frog. 15-6. 15-6. That shortened it up quite a bit on that turn. Frustration reigns with that frog jump stuff. Come on, man. Didn't go quite as far as he had. So next up, Austin Borelli with the Gustine Frog Team. Austin Borelli. I see all these kids, you know. I mean, there's Casey and there's Austin and there's Joe and all these that they just keep getting taller and taller. He qualified in with Pops the Riveter. Pops the Riveter was the name of the frog with the Gustine Frog Team, qualified at number 40 with a 17-11. Let's see what we got for him today. (15-5), 15 feet 5 inches. Next up, Jack Lane with Gustine Frog Team. Jack Lane had a qualifier number 41 at 17-11 and 1/4 with a frog named Jimmy. Jack Lane with a frog named Jimmy. Getting that coming through there. Gustine Frog Team, Jimmy the Frog. All right, here he comes. Jack Lane with a frog named Jimmy. Nice effort, Jack. Lisa is right on it, gets that frog in mid-flight. Doesn't fool around with those things, she gets them. He's a little over 16 here at 16 and 2. 16 and 2 for Jack. Next up in the 42 spot with a jump of 18 and 3 is Kent Sanders. Kent Sanders with the Foothill Froggers with a frog named Depends. Depends. Kent Sanders, number 42 spot, 18-3 with Depends. Kent Sanders. All right, he's dipping that frog in there. He's got him in. Getting it just right. The last minute confabulation there. The cheering section for you out there. He's talking that frog. Come on, frog, you can do it. You know you can. Flat out. What the heck? You think, what did I do wrong? No. Everything's the same. These guys are pretty consistent with their technique. It's just them frogs. Those darn frogs. 9 foot 8 inches. 9 foot 8 for Ken. Next up with an 18 foot 4 inch jump is Brianna Zilke. Brianna's all set here with her frog called Doc. Calaveras Frog Jockeys Team Zeke. 18-4 for the 43 spot. We're getting close, folks. Brianna Zilke with Doc. And it turns. A heck of an incredible good first jump. I mean, if that was any indicator, it was going to be out there in that 18-foot plus range for sure. And it turned. Heartbreak for Brianna. 11 and 2. 11 feet 2 inches on that. Number 44 spot, Gabby Fasano came in with an 18 and 5. Lady Frogga, the name of her frog. Gustine Frog Team is the team. Gabby Fasano, 18 and 5. Another seasoned veteran. She's been doing this a long time since she's a little girl. Lady Frogga, Gabby Fasano, number 44. Oh, not only that, and then it turns, it's, oh, and Pam leaves the table because it's headed right for her feet. Oh, lucky you. We'll get a mark there. 8 foot 1.5. 8 foot 1.5. Kylie Kitchell's up next. Kylie Kitchell. Double Jeopardy, the name of her frog. Double Jeopardy with the Calaveras Frog Jockeys. Kylie Kitchell, qualified number 45 with a 19-foot jump. All right, Kylie's got frogs coming up the steps. They'll be set in a minute here. Let's see if we could get some hecklers back here. No. Oh, golly. Kylie, she's got it down. Like I said, she and everybody else, they're just something about the day. Huh? What is it? 14 feet and 2 inches. Well done. All right, Kylie, 14 foot and 2 inches. Next up, qualifying at the 46 spot, 19 foot 3 inches, Mike Zilke. 3 Hop Wonders, the name of his frog. Time, our timer called time. She's a little technical thing here. We're good. Just... Okay. No. Okay, no. So, oh, this is. We've got to reset our timer here. It's not a lot of light. These darn buttons are dark blue and hard to see. Oh yeah, I'm not. I know, the suspense mounts. Okay, she says we're on. We'll give Mike all the time. All right, here we go. Mike Zilke, 3-hop wonder, Calaveras Frog Jockeys Team Zeke, 19-3 for the 46th spot. 3-hop wonder. Brianna's got the bucket waiting for him there. Quick dip. Mike Zilke, ladies and gentlemen. And that frog turned. Joe snags that frog up. These frogs, I guess, are just obviously crowd shy. They just don't like coming out towards you. 15-6 on that one, 15-6. Also at the Calaveras Frog Jockeys is John Kitchell. John Kitchell with the frog at 47 spot, sorry, 19-7 3/4, 47 spot. John Kitchell, Dysfunctional Direction, the name of the frog for the Calaveras Frog Jockeys. John Kitchell off the pad. Joe's on it. All right there. Casey's got that. There he is. Give him a quick dip. Away he goes. John Kitchell. Oh, he's almost over. He just gonna disqualify the guy. No mark at all. He was going for the white side up instead of green side up. Darn frog. All right, John. Well, better luck next year. Number 48 spot. Foothill Froggers brought in Riley Kitchell. Riley Kitchell came in with a 19-10 with shh, don't tell Morgan. Don't tell Morgan. Close your ears, Morgan. She's smiling over there. Riley Kitchell with shh, don't tell Morgan. Uh-oh, looking out. Dwayne's got a mark out there. Steve confirms it. Lord, Lordy, we're getting down to it here, Riley. He's happy. 20 feet, 10 inches. That's right. Let's hear it. 20 feet. Now you see what that looks like out here. 20 feet, 10 inches. That's what we're talking about, getting close to Lee's record out there. That's one happy guy. The whole team's darn happy. Riley Kitchewish, don't tell Morgan. My gosh. Number 49, Lisa Fasano. She came in with an incredible frog at 20 feet, 4.5 inches. Green Frogs and Ham, the Gustine Frog Team. Lisa Fasano, number 49, 20 foot, 4.5 inches. That's called follow through. She was following through with that. Lisa Fasano with Green Frogs and Ham was the name of that frog. "18 feet, 3.5 inches on that frog. 18 feet, 3.5 inches. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, number 50. And believe it or not, last year's winner, Laura Kitchell, qualified with a 21 foot jump. 21 foot with a 1/2 inch was her qualifier. It was Slip Sliding Away was the name of the frog. Brought her into the top spot for the frog jumps over the week. And she's right out there with Slip Sliding Away. Tough, tough competition. Let's see here. It's over 18, I know. (19 and 4). 19 foot 4 inches. Very tough competition. There you have it. Give them all a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That's your 86th Calaveras County Jumping Frog Jubilee. Shh, don't tell Morgan Riley Kitchell. He's going to get doused with a little frog water there. Never hurts. Like a frog, keep him wet. Man, what a day, what a day. I mean, down to 13 something, 13-11 was it, for our bottom of the qualifiers. Came in 13-11, up to 21 feet. Oh, and you never know. And you got to be part of it. You got to witness it and be part here. I don't know how many of you are going to post it on YouTube tonight or whatnot, but there you go. It'll be out there, believe it. Somebody's got them up going. The social media will extend Angels Camp out to the world. Here we are. We've got some plaques, some plates here. The perpetual trophy that rotates through from winner to winner each year. There'll be some checks. Lori's off doing checks, I'm sure of it. The checks are being written out. There's money in this. Not enough to pay for their time up here, but there's some money in it. If they beat Lee's record, there's a big time winner. What's that? Thanks, Jim. All right, we'll have them up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, give John a big hand, huh? Our favorite announcer. And while they're tallying up the scores and getting everything ready for the prizes, I do want to introduce the members of the board for the 39th Agricultural District. That's what puts on the fair in Calaveras counties. They're sitting right back here. There's our president, Bob Trincaro, right there. Kay Callan, Evan Garamendi, and Gloria Grimes. Give them a big round of applause. Always working hard all year long. Look at them, don't they look good? They're pretty cute looking. Cuter than the frogs, for sure. Think about it. And while they're back there, I see them back here. Come on out. Let's see our Miss Calaveras for this year and her first and second princess. I'm going to let them introduce themselves so they can get ready for their whole year of ambassadorial goodness.
Hi, I'm your 2013 Miss Calaveras. My name is Chelsea Ruthroff, and I'm an 18-year-old senior at Calaveras High School.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Huddy. I'm your first runner-up, and I'm a 17-year-old senior at Brett Hart High School.
Hi everybody, my name is Shelby Reese, and I am a 17-year-old senior at Calaveras High School, and I am your Miss Calaveras 2013 second princess.
One more big round of applause for Miss Calaveras and her first and second princess this year. And of course, our frog jump committee standing behind you. You see them all right back here. Come on out in the sunshine, you guys. Don't be shy. Well, they are pretty shy. Anyways, give them a big round of applause as they're going to hide back there and over here and over there. They're just about everywhere. Yay. And of course, our volunteers from the Rites of Passage program. Come on out if you're hiding back there and and they come every year and they help us out, and there they are right here. We definitely could not do without them. They shuffle the frogs upstairs, downstairs. They do it for free every year. They are definitely
Thank you so much.
that's some hard-working guys. Give a big round of applause, everybody. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, boys. I see they are busy tallying up their votes. I see the fair manager signing the checks. Money. Did you have a good time? Pretty fun, huh? Remember, you can be your own frog jumping team. Just come up and see us and we'll tell you how to do it. And you can compete with these guys right here next year. It's pretty hard to top them. All right, a little more vote tallying, John, it looks like. A little bit of this. And almost.
Yes. Take care. Okay, honey.
I see some extra tabulation going on in the laptop. Not like the old days when we had to do it by hand. I see some handshaking over here on this side of the stage. All right, John.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our fair manager, Lori Giannini, coming up here with our checks and awards for our winners and such. So what do we got? I don't have a list in the hand, so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
8th place this year, Mr. Mike Nash. Mike, come on out, you guys. You can help we need some handshakers and stuff for him. Mike Nash, Calaveras Frog Jockeys indeed. Come on out, Mike. One tough competitor and an all-around good guy, I'm telling you what. One of the nice people you ever want to meet. Congratulations. Bob, you want to get a handshake in there? I'll do it too, Mike. Congratulations, bro. Good job indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's in 7th place, Lane Heinz, Calaveras Frog Jockeys, carrying on. Lane's right behind you, Lori. We'll get him here at number 7. There's your money. And congratulations, man.
How much?
Well done. Tough competitor.
How far?
Let's hear it. Everybody, give him that 7th spot. Jack Smith coming up here in the number 6 spot. Jack, there you are, Foothill Froggers. Jack's a tough competitor as well. All these teams are. Everybody's done a great job, but Jack was right in there with that frog of his. Foothill Froggers indeed. Jack, indeed. This is a spin-off of the Calaveras teams. They're all expanding. Shake some hands here, Jack, and let them congratulate you as well. Joe Kitchell, let's see you up here, Joel. Yes, indeed. Joel with the 5th place here. Calaveras Frog Jockeys. Joe Kitchell. Not only is he a tough competitor and all, but he helps out with everything going on with all the frogs as well. Come on down the line. Yes, sir, indeed. You're Joe. Good job. Joe, I'll give you. Good job, Rob. His daughter tells him she needed him to get a 5th. He's got a 1 and a 4th. All righty here, Lisa Fasano coming up. Lisa with the Gustine Frog team. Lisa, come on, you hot rod, you, congratulations. You are amazing. Good job all the way around. One of the fun people of this jump, keeps it lively and entertaining the whole time. 3rd place. Lisa Fasano. Thanks, Lisa. So, was that 4th place, did I say 3rd? 4th is what it was. Now we're up to 3rd. In 3rd place, Caitlin Kitchell, Foothill Froggers. Caitlin, you saw her just a few minutes ago with that frog come out here, snag that 3rd place entry there. Congratulations, young lady. You did fantastic. You're a tough competitor. Another Kitchell in here, Laura Kitchell. Last year's winner comes in with 2nd place. She was right on it, right after it. Hey, a 1 and a 2, it's just, you know, it's hard to go up from 1, but you're right in the money with it all. 2nd. Yes, your son wins, so it's like fantastic. Keep it in the family. Thank you, Laura, so very much. And speaking of her son, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this 86 Jumpin' Frog Jubilee, Riley Kitchell. All right, Riley's the winner this year. He gets the honor of this perpetual trophy to carry around for a year and bragging rights and all. Gee, you're wet, dude. Frog water, good old frog water indeed. Everybody's got to get a good hug and a kiss in there. Riley, congratulate. Oh, let's not get the. Here, what a nice guy. He's going to kind of get the frog water off of him. Wash him down with a little Coors Light. There's some money for you, Bretta. Congratulations. Here, let me hold that for you now. There you go. Hold on to that trophy. Get a photographic moment here with everything. We get that. I bet he can. And his frog. What?
How far did it jump?
We're all getting these photo shots in here. I mean, talk about kissing that frog, loving it. That is one good frog. Make him look giant, big frog. He's got his frog on his sleeve and a frog in hand. And the frog says, wait a minute, I want to just... We've got people from the East Coast shooting film here, shooting photos anyway, from all over the place. Our official photographer's in here, getting some good angle shots. You're a star. This is your time, Riley. Congratulations, young man. Oh, I've got his money in hand. I'm keeping it safe for him, not to worry. He's got his job cut out for him, holding up the frog and a trophy. Oh my God. Okay, bud. Man, it's tough being a star, isn't it? Whoever thought you'd be required to do this? Thanks so much. Again, your check, Riley. Well done, young man. You did fantastic. I appreciate all the work. Well done. Entertain the crowd, everybody. Another hand of applause for Riley, please. Let's hear it. This year's winner, number 86. He will have a plaque downtown in the sidewalk with that frog and the recorded jump time. And he's got his trophy here. This one gets to travel around. He'll have his name on there as well. Laura's name's right here. He'll probably get a plate right below it there. 2013. Thank you one and all for being here, for taking the time to sit in the sun and win here and be part of this. We'll see you next year. Enjoy the rest of the fair with the derbies coming up, and everything's going to be good. And to protect these valuable trophies, we've got security, so don't try nothing. Indeed, good job. Okay, we're going to need to clear all the cars and trucks out here behind the arena for the logs that have to be put in the arena for the derby later tonight. So everybody that's parked back here, that's a lot of us here too, we'll be moving our cars. They'll just get this big pincher thing and lift it right up.